Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Y'all know what's better than being frugal is free, and it is free to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for leaving those friendly comments. Welcome back to the Cozy Cottage Homestead. Today I guess I'm just going to do a little talking. It is very close to spring here. I've talked with many of you lately, several of you who have checked on me. Everything is fine and doing well here on the homestead. But after talking to a few of you, I realized that some of you are kind of getting frustrated, kind of getting burnt out on the winter, the cold, the weather, the news. So I thought I would title this video Spring Cleaning. Lots of things come to mind when you think about spring cleaning. But I'm wondering if maybe we need to do some spiritual spring cleaning. You know, we're used to doing all the normal spring cleaning, cleaning this, cleaning that, washing all the quilts, hanging them on the line, cleaning up the house, you know, getting everything ready after the winter, the cold, and it was a long, cold winter this year. I will agree. But have you thought about doing some spiritual spring cleaning? You know, are there some things hindering your soul that's making you miserable, that's making you depressed? We have so much stuff headed our way constantly that it can be overwhelming, wondering and worrying about where the next meal is going to come from, how the bills are going to get paid. The world seems to be going crazy, faster and faster and faster, picking up speed. So your home should be your haven. It should be your safe place. It should be your holy grounds. Have we let things come into our life and into our home and onto our homestead that has hindered our walk with Christ, Jesus? Maybe we've gotten wrapped up into the news. Maybe we think crazy things about the weather. Maybe there's just lots of things we don't know. Maybe we just spend way too much time thinking about what are they doing to the weather? What's going to happen in the news? What's going on in the world? Is there going to be a war? Is there a famine? Is there this? Is there that? I want to encourage you to just cut off the news, cut off the radio, do some spiritual cleaning. Pray over your home, your children, your family, your homestead, your animals. Ask God for His provision and use discernment. If you don't have discernment, pray for it. If you don't have the house and the home and the peace and the security and the nurturing that you're craving, that you need, that you want, have you asked the Lord for it? Are you praying about it? Do you pray about it? Do you ask God for those provisions on your life? That's why I'm encouraging you to do some spiritual spring cleaning. Sometimes there are things that we get involved with that we don't even realize are keeping us away from our full potential. It can be stealing our joy. It could be stealing our peace. And maybe we think it's relaxing. Maybe we think, well, there's nothing else to do. But in reality, those things are designed to keep you at different states of mind. They're designed to make you think the way they want you to think and feel the way they want you to feel. If you're tired of feeling like you're overwhelmed with the news, with the worldly news, with the stock market or the crime, I mean, the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. We see that out in the world. We should not have to worry about those things at our own homestead, in our home, with our families. Have we created a home that is peaceful, that is inviting, that is just what we're looking for? Does our homestead and our home reflect who we are? Does it reflect that we're worldly? Does it reflect that we are a Christian? Maybe none of this matters to you, and that's fine. I can agree to disagree, And I can mutually respect that. But I personally think that we are supposed to have a safe haven and life should be joyful. And that we should enjoy all the splendors of nature that God has given us to enjoy. So I'm thinking some of you may just need to do some spring cleaning. Maybe that thing or that addiction or that person or that television program or that place where you go get your morning coffee. Something is hindering your walk with Christ. I'm encouraging you to have the courage to cut that thing off, disconnect it, distance yourself from it, and try it for a few weeks and see if that doesn't bring you more joy and more peace. You will know what it is. You will know very quickly, sooner than a week. But if you don't give it a chance and you don't step out in faith and take that first step, I think you'll probably never know. And I know some of us are stronger minded and stronger willed and stronger witted than others. And it seems easy for us to just say, well, that's clear to see that this is the problem. And maybe you already know what the problem is. Maybe you know what you need to work on. But I would encourage you during the spring, while you're spring cleaning your homestead and your home, to do some spiritual spring cleaning and see if you can find more peace and more contentment in your everyday walk with God, and try to alleviate some of that stress, some of that bitterness, some of that loneliness. Find something to do, pick yourself up, and carry on and start looking for the joyful things in this world. God has given us all so much. Even if you think, well, my homestead's not beautiful, or it's not this, or it's not that. My friend, how do you think those homesteads get beautiful? How do you think they feel peaceful? Why are people content with it? Because they do the work that it takes to make it that way. Every day is work. For the rest of your life, you'll always be working on something, fixing on something. Things just do not just happen and fall into place. And if they do, it's a rare occasion. Most of the time, it's because we have created it. God has given us a brain that we are supposed to use to create the life that He wants us to have. We just have to reach out and find out what our purpose is and make our home what we're supposed to have it to be. And that's going to look different for everyone. God didn't make us all exactly the same. He made us the same with our emotions and our feelings and some of our desires of just being safe and being secure and having a peaceful and joyful life. But we have to do the work. We have to step out of our boundaries. We have to be willing to have someone tell us no, or they don't like that, or they don't agree with our opinion. But you have to figure out what it is that you want to do and stand out in faith and be strong and be politely bold in what you believe and what you desire. And if you are following the good book, the Holy Bible, and God leads you to live the life that you want to have, there's nothing that no one can do or can say that should discourage you from doing exactly whatever it is that God has put a desire in your heart to have and the way you want to live. We need to learn how to be thankful for what God has given us instead of worrying about the things that we don't have. So spring clean this spring, but do some spiritual warfare and spiritual cleaning, and pray for discernment. Pray for God's help, and He will protect you, and He will guide you, and He will give you peace and understanding like you have never experienced before. So I just want to give a short little video of encouragement today. I know there are lots of people growing weary, growing tired. They're extremely stressed and extremely concerned about lots of things. But my advice to you is to stay focused on the Lord. Keep moving forward. Create that peace and that serenity at your home, on your homestead. If you live in a camper, if you live in an apartment, if you live in the middle of a city, find that little spark of joy and go with it and keep adding to it. And eventually you will get out of that slump that you were in. And before you know it, you'll be a happy spring chicken. So farewell, Homestead family, friends, and neighbors from the Cozy Cottage Homestead.